Okay, so I'm finally getting around to making or recording this. I have the animations done. I worked on it all week. I haven't had a lot of time because I'm working again. So this is the only time that I have, and it's 10 o'clock on Monday and Labor Day. So let's get this done. Let's start with Goldar. So I found the Wave 6 when I was driving around. Who knows where? I don't even know, but it was in North Jersey, I think. I was driving around for a couple hours looking at various different targets. I think it was like the third or fourth one that I went to. It's going up, and I was like, one more. Then I went to another one, and then I was like, maybe one more. But before I went to that one, I went to Walgreens, and they had a couple figures from the second wave. Yeah, from the second wave. And I even considered not even going to the Target, but I ended up going, and there were a couple of Galaxy's Edge Star Wars figures. There was one, and I found these, so I took the 4, and I took the Star Wars figure, and the first one I scanned was the Star Wars one, and then I had to wait. This is self-checkout, by the way. So I had to wait for the people working there to kind of help me out. And they were like, did you scan this figure? It was the Star Wars one. And I was like, yes. And then she was like, sorry, we can't sell you that one until tomorrow. And I was like, darn it. So I ended up not getting it. So I was a little scared that these weren't going to go through. So if they weren't going to sell me the one that was coming out the day after, I don't think they were going to sell me the ones that were supposed to come out on Tuesday. So a couple of days later. I did get the Star Wars figures the day after. I was considering driving all the way up, but I took a different one, and I ended up finding them in South Plainfield. So they were fully stocked. I went to a previous Target in Edison. They didn't have anything there. It was all sold out by the time I got there. But I was surprised that they did find them. And I was kind of glad that I didn't have to drive north for about 2 hours going to different Targets. So anyway, I got these. I wanted to get the video done by Tuesday. That didn't happen. I have a lot of things to do, especially with the animations. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so the first one that I'm going to do is Goldar. So this is the second Goldar figure that we have gotten. The first one was a GameStop exclusive that in my area at least, it was pretty much a peg warmer, and they ended up having a sale. So I got another one for like $5, and I already had another one because I thought it was going to be hard to find. So I'm trying to get 2 of each exclusive one. So I have 2 of the GameStop ones, and I brought an extra one just to paint. So this is the box. The box is a little bit lighter in color than the GameStop one. So if you look at the front or the side, or even and the back is different. So this one is a lot lighter. I do prefer this one a little bit more. It has the white box, gold, nice picture of Goldar, same picture. Mighty Morphin Goldar. You get the logo on the side. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Here, you can put the boxes together to get the figure or the shape of the head, the full artwork. The back has a Goldar in the back. It's rendered and it's not a prototype. And then you get this side view that you can put up. So that's that. The second one that we're going to go over is the Black Ranger. This one is one of the ones I was waiting for the most because you finally complete the main team. Sorry, Tommy. I'd rather have the main team, if anything. So we have the nice box. It is a little bit different from the Walgreens one, so they don't really line up all that well. It does have some nice artwork on the side, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You get the shot in the back. It looks okay. It's not the best. And then you also get the side that you would put out on the side, this way, like that. Alright. Or you could have them this way. I personally prefer having the part where the lightning bolt sticks out. Although I kind of wish the logo would be on the other side. It's alright. Then we have Zeo Ranger 5 or Zeo Red Ranger. So you have the nice artwork. I'm gonna get 2. I did cancel my pre-order with the whole wave. I did pre-order an extra set of these just because I would like to have them. I have more reasons. And then last but not least is Ashley, so I'm really excited for this one. The in-space suits were some of my favorite suits. So you have the nice helmet, good, you get in-space, Power Rangers in space, you get the lightning bolt, and you get some nice pose on the back. I think this one's the best out of the ones that they have in the back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't even know whether I want to go backwards or forwards with this. Let's go backwards. So we'll start with Ashley. So Ashley, she's right there, is probably, I guess, she might be my favorite figure. It's kind of hard to pick. I think this wave is pretty good. I think the only weak link would be Goldar, just because there's already a figure of him. But she comes with her little slingshot thing. I haven't watched it in space in so long. I haven't even watched. I watched one episode of Mega Ranger. I did like it. It has a pretty cool theme song. In Space is probably one of the more iconic ones in my opinion. Along with Lightspeed Rescue. That's another one that I really like. Anyway, she comes with a head of the of her unhelmeted form. I think it looks okay. It looks better in other pictures. Mine just doesn't look that great. She comes with an effect piece that can attach to her slingshot. She comes with 2 pairs of hands, 2 grabby hands, which she has on right now. And she has a right chopping hand and a left fist. So she also comes with her blaster that you can put on her little holster. I think she looks good. She uses a similar mold to, or a similar body to the Pink Ranger. The skirt is different. The belt part, the skirt piece is the belt piece, is different. The paint for the chest is different. You can actually tell the gold from the yellow apart, unlike the Legacy Collection one. I do prefer how the helmet looks. It looks a lot more round. I did always like the big black dome on top of the forehead, and I like the colorful squares along the chest. Yeah, this is a big improvement from the other in-space figures that we did get. And I honestly, now that I have her here, I can't wait. I'd rather finish in space before I finish Zeo, but Zeo's probably going to be the next one to be finished since they already have 3. I'm surprised the Psycho Rangers came out beforehand. But here's a Psycho Yellow and Psycho Pink. There are a couple pictures there. But yeah, I think she's really cool. She's very poseable. The skirt doesn't get in the way. It's soft enough that it doesn't limit her posability. I do not like the single elbow joint with the biceps, or not a biceps swivel, it's an elbow swivel, because it limits the articulation. I did have a little bit of an issue with her shoulder. It's a little too tight, and her feet are a little tight, and she's a little bow-legged, just like Kimberly. Trini didn't have that problem for me, at least. But yeah, I think she's one of the better figures in the line. And then we go to Zeo Ranger 5. So Zeo Ranger 5 is nice. I really like it. I did notice something that is a little bit weird. So it does have the a seam along the helmet that is sculpted on, that Zeo Ranger 3 and the Gold Ranger do not have. And it's not just a little seam from the plastic mold, it's a deliberate sculpt. So I don't know why it's there. I mean, I don't mind it, maybe a little bit, since the others don't have that. But I guess it's fine. There is some gold missing in the cuffs that Zeo Ranger 3 had. By the way, the one over here, that's the San Diego Comic-Con one. I would put Trey, but I prefer this one just because Jason. Sorry. I don't think, no, the cuffs are different, so it would, unless, actually I think it should. That's alright, I'll take a look at pictures later. I do think the trim along the chest is a little bit weird. I had the same issue with Rocky, just the way it's cut. I do think it's a lot better. She comes with the same weapons. You get the blaster and the saber. The saber comes in sword mode. It's not in the holster form, which is upsetting. But you can always interchange the ones from the Legacy Collection. Those will fit in there. Although I kind of want to display both at the same time, so I won't be having that. I did try making a 3D print of it, but I need to play around with it. I haven't used it just because I've been so busy. He does come with one effect piece. The effect piece is for the blaster, so you can attach pretty well. And you can pretty much change the effect pieces around, so it's not limited to him only. All the sculpt is there. There's a lot of really good sculpting along the belt. The holster even has the Zeo Ranger symbol sculpted on. There's a lot of really cool trim along the chest, along the cuffs of the boots, the gloves. It looks really good overall. The helmet is a big improvement compared to the Legacy one. It looks better. The Legacy one did look a lot more oval shaped. It looked like an egg. Just the proportions are so much better. It's a big improvement. He does come with his individual weapon, which makes Rocky not having his a bigger deal than it was before. You can always 3D print one, or I'm sure Hasbro's gonna release it somehow. They're gonna get it out. Who knows how? But yeah, I think it looks good. The Jason head looks okay. If it was a little bit thinner, I think it would look more like him. But I do think it's a good head. I do like to change it around with the White Ranger, if you have the White Ranger. And it's better than the Rocky head, that's for sure. And I don't know what happened there. That's another story for another time. Alright, so he does come with 2 pairs of fists. He comes with 2 fists, or 2 pairs of hands. He comes with 2 fists, and he comes with 2 gravity hands. The left one is kind of more of a sword wielding hand. Actually, no, they're both gun hands, so they have trigger fingers. And he can hold his weapons pretty well. I think the handle for his individual weapon is a little bit loose, or it's a little bit too small, so he has a little bit of a loose grip on it. But it's not that big of a deal. It is a little small. I wish it was a little bit bigger. And it doesn't look right, but whatever. Alright, now for the last one. I did do Goldar first, yes? No, I haven't done Goldar. Alright, so we do Goldar now. So this Goldar is... honestly, it does look identical to the previous one that we did get. Now that I'm looking at it from this angle, the paint is a little bit more consistent throughout. So this one is more of a gold plastic that they use for the base, the rubber parts, and the other one has more of a greenish yellow kind of look to it. Aside from that, there's not really that big of a difference between the sculpts. It is the exact same sculpt, just different paint. I do think that gold doesn't match the body that they molded the body in. This one does a little bit more. It's more subtle. The sword is different. This one is longer and it has more paint. The hands here are also a lot softer, so they don't actually. The little red eye is different. That's interesting. Yeah, the hands here are a lot easier to open up, so they do hold the weapon a lot better. There was a little bit of damage done to my GameStop Goldar just because the hands are so stiff. So I kind of had to pry open the hands to get him to hold it right. And he does come with the wing nubs in the back. They attach, they look okay. I really wish that the GameStop one came with that, but I know some people weren't able to get the GameStop one, and this one is just as good with minor improvements. He just doesn't have the wings. The wings are okay on the other one. They're not the best wings. They're kind of soft and flimsy. I really hate posing the wings on that one. He does look cool, but the wings are not fun to play with, in my opinion. Alright, now for accessories, he does come with a different effect piece. So this one swirls around his sword. It's okay. I mean, there are some effect pieces that I like, some that I don't. Some of them are more for finishers, so I will take a couple of pictures with them, but I don't usually post them with. He does come with the same amount of hands, 2 grabbing hands, 1 menacing open right hand, and 1 left fist. So that's it. They're still just as difficult to pull off. So taking pictures for the lightning ones, especially for Ashley, just because the joint is so tight. All the girls have really tight joints. It sucks because it really hurts my finger. Alright, don't get distracted. For the last one, oh wait, hold on. There's so much that I want to talk about, but I won't, just because there is just so much and I could talk forever. But I'm not a toy expert on Power Rangers. Alright, so this Goldar, see, just look at that little Goldar. I was going to bring the bigger one, the 8-inch one, but it's a little too high up. I didn't want to get it. Plus, I'm already working so hard on this video. It's taking too long. I just want to get this done. So there it is. That thing's more of a statue than it is a figure, so it's alright. Oh, and here's the GameStop Rita. So it looks great, and even if you get a couple putties, put them in front, looks amazing. I really like how that looks. Alright, last one. Last but not least. Zach. So this Zach looks good. I really like the figure. The helmet looks great. The lines, the color. I know people are changing the belts just because it's missing the red. I didn't really see that. Yes, it is. It is missing the red. I guess the other ones do have it. I don't want to play with it because they're going to fall over. So I guess that's why. I mean, you could always paint it on. That's it. This Zach, or this Mighty Morphing Zeo Ranger figure, did have a couple more accessories than the other ones. So he comes with his power axe, the little handle, or whatever it is, the barrel, does slide. So it's just like the one that you did get with the Walgreens one, and the same power axe that you got with the San Diego Comic-Con Armored Red Ranger. So that's that. As for... oh yes, you get one Blade Blaster in gun form, and you get a Blade Blaster in sword form, which was unexpected. I wish it came with a holstered one, but I guess it's fine. I hope that if we do get another set of these, they will come with the holster. They'll come with a lot more accessories. It comes with two pairs of fists, the same grabbing hands that the rest of the MMPR guys have gotten. They are a little bit different from the other ones. He comes with one effect piece. It's the exact same effect piece that Zach from the Walgreens one came with, the armored one. But it's purple and it has glitter. So I think it matches the one that they used in the show, or the beam effect that they used in the show, a lot better. Let's talk about the head before I talk more about the weapons. So this head is really bad. I mean, the Walgreens one was already bad enough, but this one's even worse. So I know they tried to go for a very specific look. Oh boy! I'm tired. It's late. I know they were trying to go for a very specific look, but they did not achieve it. It's really, really bad. I don't know what happened. I love the figure, but that head is just horrendous. I did the morphing sequence, if you saw. I was going to use the other head, but this is the head that it came with, so I used that one. Oh, by the way, never mind, I'll talk about that some other time. Anyway, the helmet looks good. I noticed while I was animating there are a couple little paint errors here and there. The figure itself looks fine. There are just a little QC issues along the trunk of the helmet. For my figure at least. The rest of it looks really good. I do like that they added the white lines. Besides that, I actually think... No, I mean, I do like having the armored Black Ranger, but just because this one will go with the team so much better. It's really nice having the entire team. So out of the entire team sets that have been released over the years, so I have the automorphing ones. All of these except for Trini are the reissues from the Legacy Collection line. So Trini is the only one that's actually an original figure. These look great. I love these figures. These I did get bootlegs. I've talked about it many times. but these were very, very good figures. And their weapons, they came with their individual weapons, they came with their blade blasters and gun forms. Their weapons could combine, that was really cool. And then after that, I didn't get the 2010 figures, I actually just finished them. The reason I didn't get them was because I was so used to seeing the 6-inch figures, and they started to shrink, and I just wasn't that interested anymore. But plus, I kind of stopped watching the show during Overdrive. I didn't finish it. So I always did kind of regret not getting them, and it took me a while to get them, but they're finally all here, at least the main 5. There are a couple more figures that I want to get before I make a video about those, but for now, I have the main 5, and that's all that matters to me, honestly. I can live without the 6 Rangers. And then I didn't get the 5-inch Action Hero MMPR team set. So just because I wasn't that interested in getting another set of MMPR figures. There were 2 versions. There were the ones that came in the boxes that were similar to the 8-inch figures. I didn't get those. You hear my dog. And they were, you hear him again. And there was the other set that came with the movie figures. I should have gotten those, but I didn't. Their weapons didn't combine. They did come with their individual weapons, and they were mostly painted. But I didn't get them, so I don't have them here. There were also the figure arts that I didn't get, just because they're so expensive, and I didn't have a job back then. So it's going to take a while for me to get them, and I hope I do get them, the Zeo Ranger ones and the MMPR ones. And then we have the Legacy Collection line, the predecessor to this line. So I love these figures. So as much as people don't really like them that much, I think they're really good for where they were, for what they were trying to do. These are easier to pose if the joints are not loose. So that was the main issue that I had with a lot of these figures. The joints were all over the place, they were loose. The first release, or the first initial regular release of these, didn't come with their individual weapons. They came with a Megazord piece that you could put together and build a Megazord, an articulated one. They only came with the Blade Blaster, and they could do the team pose. That's all I cared about. And then there were the metallic ones, which I had to hunt down. Again, I didn't get these as they were coming out, and I got them later on. But they came with their individual weapons. The problem that I had with these is that the weapons were too soft. So just by holding them and letting them stay there for that pose for an extended amount of time, all the weapons are going to get warped. So that was my main problem with these. Besides that, I love them. I do think the Power Axe looks a lot better in the Legacy Collection, but that one just moves in ways that this one doesn't. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's get back to Legacy Collection. So now, something that you can do now, if you didn't get the SDCC one, or if you don't have the Walgreens Zack, you can put the weapons together. So, for example, if you put the Power Axe, the Power Bow, Power Daggers, Power Lance, Power Sword. There was the animation. So if you do that, eventually you can put them together and they can shoot fire, and not really, the animation is there. So if you can pick from 2, you can pick the effect piece that Zack came with and put it on, or you can, wait, they're both Zack. You can use the effect piece that came with this figure, Wave 6, or you can use the one that came with the Walgreens one. Personally, I prefer the Walgreens one. The blue one just looks so much better. But I think this one is more accurate just to the color that it was in the show. And that's it. I am glad to have the first full team of figures for the Lightning... is it Lightning? Yes, it is. For the Lightning Collection line. I'm looking forward to seeing just more teams being finished. I'm surprised the Psycho Rangers were the first team to be fully finished, and they're not even the good guys. But yeah, it's really nice. Oh boy, I'm tired. I know there are rumors for the Green Ranger, a proper one, not the Fighting Spirit one. Also, that reminds me, I should have gotten another one of the White Ranger because now he's really expensive and he's going to be hard to get, so I can have the trio here for when Dino Thunder comes out. But you know what, it's fine, whatever. I'll get one eventually. Hopefully I'll find one in the wild. I did find another Trini, or Kimberly in the wild. I have 2 each except for Zach. I did find a couple of them. I didn't get them because of my pre-orders there. But then I got delayed, and I've been looking for it, but I haven't found any. So that's my life right now, trying to find an extra Zach. I did find the Alpha and Zordon. I unboxed them a couple days ago. I'm gonna have that up. I didn't do an unboxing for these just because I have so many other videos that I haven't done, and I kind of pre-recorded some. I have the Power Morpher finally. I've seen a couple of them. I only need one for now. I might get another one. We'll see. Anyway, that has been my review for the Lightning Collection Wave 6. It's a little all over the place. Each figure is about $19.99. GameStop, they're going to be a lot more expensive by like $2 or $3. But is this line, or not line, this line is worth it for me. I love Power Rangers, I love Super Sentai, and you know, I usually call them by their Sentai names just because I'm more familiar with that. I do like the option of having the heads. I know some people don't like them just because they're not the best. This is something I mentioned in one of the comments for Instagram, that, you know, Hasbro has been making figures for the Black Series, and those heads look amazing. They've been doing a lot of movie figures for Marvel. Again, those heads look amazing. And, you know, for the most part, I think, in my opinion, that a lot of the heads in this line look pretty good. But there are some that really look, they look very awkward, and some that just look bad. Zach is one of those examples where he just doesn't look good. Ashley's okay. In other pictures, other figures, other pictures that I've seen, it looks a lot better. I do like Tommy's head. I do think it looks like him. I have no issues. And plus I have them with their helmets on anyway. So that's just me. Alright, well, this video is already too long. I still have to edit it. I hope you like the pictures. I hope you like the animation. I do have a coffee. If you want to support it. I'm thinking about making a Patreon just so I can have behind the scenes stuff, show a little support. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I was getting greedy with the animation. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. You can watch a video here, watch a video here, and I am out. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.